How's it going? I'm TwoTuned, and we're finally back! Yippee! We're finally back with something that's not 21 Pilots. Gorillaz. I've been a Gorillaz fan ever since the Saturn's Bars video. I think that was the first video that got me into Gorillaz, and then I went, back into their discography and found out that all their previous albums were way better than Humans, but we'll get there when we get there. If you're new to Gorillaz and you don't know what they are, basically this is like a collaboration project between Damon Albarn, the frontman from Blur, and Jamie Hewlett. I don't know much about Jamie Hewlett, but I do know he made Tank Girl. If I remember correctly, they were in a flat together and they were roommates, and they were just like, yeah, MTV sucks, let's make a band. And then this is what they made. We're going to start with their self-titled album, Gorillaz. And I guess I need to preface this. On Spotify, Gorillaz tracklist has 18 songs, but most other tracklists I see online end it at 15. I'm looking at a Reddit post, and there's a comment that says, the US version of self-titled came with Dracula and Left Hand Suzuki Method as bonus tracks instead of on G-Sides, which, if you don't know, G-Sides is a B-Sides album from their self-titled album. But before we get into the album, if you don't know my rating scale, this is how it is. If the song is ass and I don't like it, it gets this red Chinese knockoff. If the song's just okay or I think it's mid, it gets the McDonald's Mambo sauce. We're starting to sink in. I think there's a hole in the package. I don't know. So I'm scared to do anything with it. And if I like a song or I think it's really good, it gets the sunglasses, but unfortunately, my sunglasses have passed away. So we will be further using these glasses. Funny story, I got this pair of sunglasses at a death metal concert. One of the bands there was just selling these at their booth, and I just had to go home with them, so I did. But from now on, we'll be using these glasses instead of my favorite pair of sunglasses. But anyway, without wasting any more time, we're gonna get into track 1, Rehash.
It's a sweet sensation over the top. A one-off situation that don't want to stop. It's the drugstore soul boy over the top with the sweetest inspiration. Don't want to stop.
Gotta say, the opening to this song, it just has such this cool little good feeling vibe. It works pretty good as an opening for an album. Imagine going into a record shop in 2001 and you just heard that cool hit single Clint Eastwood, and you finally find the album and this is the first thing you hear. I would have been totally enamored. Well, I do find this, like, I don't know if this is like a verse or I don't know what you would call this, but this section of the song is just a little repetitive. At least we get to go back into the instrumental, which I absolutely love.
It's the money you stop. It's the money you stop. It's the money you stop. It's the money you stop.
Whenever I first heard this song, I didn't read the lyrics, and I always thought it said, it's the media stuff. It's the media stuff, but it's actually saying it's the money or stop. Oh, it sounds like this, I don't know if that's banjo or what, but I really dig the sound. The lyrics on Spotify say, oh, bo, 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 bo. It's kind of funny.
It's the money you stop. It's the money you stop.
While I did enjoy the sound of this song, I think the lyrics get really repetitive going into the song, and this is like a really nice opener to the sound of the album, but if you go past that, that's really all it is. This isn't a song I really ever come back to. It's probably one of my least favorite songs from the album just because of how shallow it is. The lyrics, I mean, let me count how many times it says it's the money or stop. This song says it's the money or stop 33 times. I think this song does a good job opening up this sound of this album, because this album has a really distinct sound that I'm probably going to talk about later. Other than that, that's all it really does. All right, next song, 5-4. Oh man, I love the drums. They're so simple but so effective. I mean, I know that's the kick drum, but visually this looks funnier. It make my heart beat no sound, beat no sound, beat no sound, beat no sound, beat no sound. God, I really.
And let me tell myself, down on.
She turned my dad on. She turned my dad on, dad on, dad on. And the drums come right back in. Magic get me through. God, something that I kind of complain about future Gorillaz albums. 2D, or Damon Albarn if you're a nerd, but 2D doesn't really have his weird, funny British voice that he puts on in like this album. Like from like Demon Days onwards, he kind of just sounds like Damon Albarn. He doesn't really sound like 2D, which he really sounds like in this album. God damn, do I miss that in future albums. Which this is just me having a little aside, a little preemptive aside before we actually get to the albums. But you know, whatever. If I remember correctly, this song is about painkillers, I think, because if you don't know anything about the Gorillaz lore, 2D, the singer, the guy with the blue hair and black eyes, well, used to have black eyes, he's addicted to painkillers because he has a lot of headaches, because he has a lot of head injuries, which I think causes his hair to be blue, and also the head injuries has something to do with his 8-ball fractures in his eyes, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not explaining the Gorillaz lore. That's not what we're getting into in these videos. We're just talking about the music.
Let me tell myself, down on.
She turned my dad on. She turned my dad on, dad on, dad on. She made me kill myself. Come on. Oh my god, it's so gritty. She turned my dad on. Come on. She turned my dad on, come on. She turned my dad on. She turned my dad on, dad on, dad on. I don't know if you could tell by my reaction, but I absolutely adore that song. Instead of the song being in the regular 4/4 time signature, it's actually in 5/4, which makes the song feel like really weird and almost offbeat, but also on beat at the same time. It's actually kind of nice. I really love the lyrics. She turned my dad on. It's such a weird line, but it's just so fun. It's like, I don't know, that song is just so fun, and I love it. Right on to track 3, Tomorrow Comes Today, which I believe was the first single for this album. Oh my god. If you asked me to take this album and drain it from all of its essence and all of its sound palette, and you just had a distilled bottle of the self-titled Gorillaz album, it would be this song. Like, this song has such a pure Gorillaz sound. Like, if I had to pick one song to represent the entire sound of this album, it would be this song. I don't know if it would be the song to represent the album as a whole, but just the sound itself, the vibes, it would be this song. I believe that's called the Melodica. Sounds so beautiful.
Everybody's here with me. Got no camera to see. Don't think I'm out in this world. Camera won't let me roll. The blood and dust of love on song. The digital won't let me go.
Yeah, 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 I'll pay tomorrow. Tomorrow comes today. I love 2D's. Yes, I'm going to refer to the band as the cartoon side of the band. And if you have a problem with that, wah, 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 wah. I love 2D's melancholic. How he's singing it. It sounds so dreary, so dreadful. It's just everything around the song. It's like this song, it's like lo-fi and intense at the same time. It's so intensely lo-fi. I see why they picked this song as the first single. Again, it's with 2D's funny British voice, but I always thought I said dolphin. Dolphin, I'll be here too long.
Dolphin, I'll be here too long.
I love the falsetto in the background. 2D's weird, like, I don't know if you call it distorted, but his weird ad-libs in the background. Like, they could have ended this song like a minute ago, but they just have to add all this funny, weird shit. And it's like weird. It's just so weird, and I love it. Song is good. Song's good. It's not my favorite. It's far from my favorite song. This is one of those songs, like, I don't usually want to listen to this song, but if it comes on, I usually let it play, but I never seek this song. Like, it has an amazing sound. I love listening to it, but there's usually just other Gorillaz songs I'd rather listen to this one. I used to listen to this one a lot when I was younger, and I think I got to the point where I listened to this one too much where I couldn't enjoy it as much as I could anymore. That's not going to take away from how I just feel about this song, which is great. All right, next track, New Genius, in parentheses, Brother. God damn, Dan the Automator, you did such a good job on this album. See, this is what I was talking about. 2D doesn't do this voice anymore, and I wish he did. I wish he did.
Brother, sister, too. Do what you must do. Don't trust people you meet. Yeah, they might promise you that the river ain't deep.
Really do like that line. Don't trust people you meet. They might promise you that the river ain't deep. People are gonna lie to you. I don't get why a lot of these songs on their self-titled album have the title and then in parentheses another title. I don't understand why they did that. Like, I don't know why this song's called New Genius.
Brother, sister, too.
Of course, the weird singing in the background. You gotta love it. The endings to these songs they're so weird, and I always love it. Like, there's like almost a minute left of this song, and it goes out with this shit. I love it. I think I appreciate this song's sound more than I do the actual song. Like, it's like a lower, you know what, I'm gonna start doing this if it's like a lower sunglass. Oh, I guess these aren't really even sunglasses, because like, they don't block shit from the sun. They just make everything blue. This is just a song I appreciate more than I actually like. As a kid, I used to hate this song because I thought it was just too weird. But over the years, I just learned to like the vibe. You know what I mean? I appreciate what this song is trying to do and the sound it sets on the table. But outside of the vibe of this song, you know, the weird ass falsetto that he's doing with his voice or whatever you want to call it is really weird and nice and cool. I don't know, it was nice here, you know, not complaining. And of course, the next track is the big breakout single, Clint Eastwood. I think the instrumentals of this song is literally just a demo from like I don't even know what you would call it, but I think I saw a video where Damon Albarn he's like, I'm Damon Albarn and I got a demo and I pushed a button and it went and I think I'm so sorry, British people. No, I'm not.
I'm happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in in a bag, I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on.
God, it's such an earworm.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Now, time for me is nothing cause I'm counting no age. Nah, I couldn't be there. Nah, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs and I'm under each snare. Intangible, bet you didn't think, so I command you to. Panoramic view, look, I'll make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose, all you different crews. Chicks and dudes who you think is really kicking tunes. Picture you getting down in a picture tube, like you lit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, maybe. Spiritual hero who appears in you to clear your view when you're too crazy. Lifeless to those, the definition for what life is. Priceless to you because I put you on the hype shit. You like it? Gun smoke, you're righteous with one toke. You're psychic among those, possess you with one go. The essence, the basics, without it you naked. Allow me to make this childlike in nature. Rhythm, you have it or you don't, that's a fallacy, I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud and sea. You see with your eyes and see the
See, oh my God, no! God, the melodic and the little in the background. God, just the little things that they add to their songs on this album just bring a whole new light to it. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't have to, but they did. And then they had a little. Oh, now it's gone. God, they used the hell out of that demo, because man, does it just make the perfect, like, instrumental that you just like, you could listen to that instrumental all day and add any words and it would be probably amazing. I really do wish that they kept the Murdoch's laugh at the beginning, like in the music video. I wish that was the beginning of this track, because it just, it's so menacing. And it, like, adds a whole new thing to this song. This song is a classic. I mean, you could turn the song on anytime and I'll listen to it. And I've listened to this song so many times, but I've never gotten tired of it, which I think just speaks volume to how good this song actually is. Like, they really did hit home. And if you look at the stream numbers for this album, you can really tell people really just like this song for the most part. If you go and look, most of these songs don't even hit 20 million streams, but Clint Eastwood has almost 800 million. The next closest one, streams-wise, is 19-2000 with 131 million. And then the next one to that is Tomorrow Comes a Day with 79, and then it just drops off from there. Really wish more people would appreciate this album and actually listen to the whole fucking thing. The next song we got is Man Research, in parentheses, Clapper. I haven't heard this song forever.
This is a breakfast club.
Don't remember that part. Bring me coffee in the know. See the taffoo on the sand. What does this mean? In a bag. Whatever. Dude, oh my God, there's just so much going on. Oh my God, this is such a trip. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be completely honest. This is not a song that I ever come back to, be completely honest. I appreciate the sound, the vibe. I don't know what the fuck Tootie's talking about at all. I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to know. This kind of just feels like a nothing track just to get the vibe of the album across. Like, I feel like they didn't need to add this song. Like, they could have omitted this song. I mean, it's okay. It's not, like, It's not offensively bad. It's not bad at all. It's okay, but compared to what I had just heard previously, this is kind of just a whatever track. Next track, Punk. Damn, this song is short. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't know. I heard shut up in that. I didn't know he was actually saying words. I thought he was just going. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, they always gotta add these sound effects, and it's amazing. God, I wish this song was longer. Again, this is another song where I appreciate the sound more than the actual song. It's pretty good. I think I have this one added to my playlist, and it's like, this isn't one I seek out ever, but when it comes on, I crank that shit up. Especially with that bass in the beginning. Dude, if you have a good sound system, it's yeah, it was 1 minute and 38 seconds long. It came, it showed up, it said what it had to say, and it fucked off. You know, it's kind of just like a really fun interlude if you really think about it. Next song, Soundcheck, in parentheses, Gravity.
Gravity on me, never let me down, gently, never with me, never let me go, no, gravity.
Oh!
Don't pull me down, don't pull me down on me.
Gotta love the beat. I can appreciate that Gorillaz has grown from this sound, but I really wish they could return to doing shit like this. This is just shit that like wouldn't work on any other album but this one. But I wish they would come back to it, you know?
Gravity on me, never let me down, gently, never with me, never let me go, no, gravity.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, they're just, you know, rehashing like the same, you know, sound that they've been having the whole time, but they're bringing it all together, and it's great. Gorillaz is so good at, like, at least for this album, just finding a sound and then just going with it. I don't know what the song's talking about. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be upfront. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But it sounds like he knows what he's talking about, which makes me confident that I probably don't care to have to know what this song's talking about, but it sounds amazing. This is, again, another song that I don't ever look for when I want to listen to a Gorillaz song, but this is one that if it comes on, I let that shit play. Next track, Double Bass. Like, I'm looking at the lyrics, and it's so funny. It's only 2 lines.
which makes me anxious, at times unbearably so.
I like that. I'm honestly surprised I like this song so much that I do. It's 4 minutes and 46 seconds of double bass. Kind of just is the same thing throughout the entire song, but it does it so well. Like, I don't ever get bored listening to this. And then, of course, the all of which makes me anxious, at times unbearably so. It always catches me off guard because I don't ever expect it, but then it shows up and goes off and fucks off, and I'm happy. I'm glad they added some words to this song, because I like the whole all which makes me anxious at times barely so. Like, it comes at like just a random time in almost the middle of the song, and it's like this song makes you feel anxious, and then they just kind of this at you, and then it's like, oh, words, oh. Love the sound, love the vibes, something I've said for like most of these songs. It's great, it's good, I love it. Next song, Rock the House.
I know you like that. You wanna try that? It's like a flashback.
So shake your ass crack.
Open, C-Rhyme and the DJ.
Oh, bringing in that recorder takes me back to 5th grade band class.
Gravitational pull, I have you making a fool out of yourself on the dance floor. Doing backspins, running man and more. Party down with vigor and candor. Coming to the jam or look like a landlubber. And do the aqua boogie, win lots of goodies. Baby, pop the Gucci while the turntables is talking to me. It's awfully groovy, seeing all the treasure
and the booty.
I wanna get down lower than Atlantis, going toe to toe.
I like how this song just keeps going. Like, I see a lot of complaints about this song, like not ending on the second rap verse, and it keeps going. I honestly like it.
We over here,
dipping up dancing, no dancing.
Tap your toes and clap your hands.
We're ready to rock the house. And it just ends as it started. Lovely. I see a lot of people saying that they don't really like this song as much as like some of the other ones. I disagree. I love this song. An entire track that's just Del the Funky Homo Sapien, or Del the Ghost Rapper if you want, doing his thing. I mean, no 2D at all. No nothing else. Just Del. That's all you need in life. All you need is Del. Sucks that he doesn't really show up until a bonus track on Cracker Island, and even then it wasn't that great. I wish he stuck around for more albums other than just this one. The recorder's kind of goofy, but it adds so much to the song. Like, it just adds so much. Like, this song wouldn't be complete without the recorder. Next song, 2000. God damn, this beat is so goofy.
The world is spinning too fast. I'm bound that Nike shoes to keep myself tethered to the days I tried to lose.
Funny story. Technically, my first introduction to Gorillaz was the Geek Flash game. I remember way back in the day, before I even knew what Gorillaz were, probably before 2010, I would go on my grandmother's computer and log on to Y8 Games. I have distinct memories of watching the loading screen to the Geek minigame, and it would never load in. But it would, I think, if I remember correctly, it was playing this song. So, like, when I figured out that Gorillaz made this song, it, like, just, you know.
Here you go.
Get the cool shoe shine. There's your monkey in the jungle. This type of music would only work on their first album. I get most of my enjoyment from this song after watching the music video. Like, at least for me, the music video amplifies this song so much because this song is so goofy. It matches the same energy with the music video. Honestly, I feel like if this song didn't have the music video, I wouldn't like it as much. But I still like it. I think I usually tend to skip this song when it comes on just because, you know, I'm not usually in a mood. And memes kind of ruin this song for me because you see the Like, you see that shit everywhere. Alright, next song. Latin Simone, in parentheses, ¿Qué pasa contigo? Oh my god. Why are the instrumentals on these songs so fucking good?
Déjalo, si quieres continuar, hermano.
To be honest, I have no idea what this man is saying. But it is so goddamn beautiful.
Algo siempre te entristece cuando todo va bien. ¿Qué pasa contigo?
Hey!
Pasa contigo.
Hey, he said the title of the track, or the in parentheses. I don't think they ever say Latin Simone in the song, but you know what I mean. Oh my god. It's so beautiful, even listening to a song that you have no idea what they're saying. I appreciate the hell that they didn't put the English version of this song on the album for mostly English speakers. It's just, they could have put this one on the B-sides, but they didn't. And it's just so cool.
¿Qué pasa contigo?
Oh man. And it goes out beautifully. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see, but my cat's here. And there's just another song where I love the sound of it. I don't know what he's saying. Like, I legit actually don't know what this man is saying. But it's just so beautiful, and it fits the vibe with the album. I usually tend to only listen to the English version because, you know, I'm a bitch and I only speak English and I don't understand Spanish or whatever, but it's still beautiful nonetheless. It adds more than it would take away from the album anyway. Even though it isn't a language I don't understand, it's still beautiful. Next song is Starshine, and honestly, it's kind of a personal favorite of mine. Singing on this one is so dirty. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's like this raspy falsetto, and it just sounds, I don't know. I used to hate this song, and I listened to it so much I learned to love it. Oh, I think Simba wants down. Bye-bye, Simba. He didn't like Starshine. Oh, myself. I feel like 2D is just picking words to say, you know? You gotta say, I feel like this song actually just goes on for just a little too long. Again, I really like the vibe. I think I appreciate the vibe more than I do the actual song. Honestly, if I didn't actually like Gorillaz, I don't know if I'd actually ever listen to this, but this is just a personal favorite of mine. I appreciate it for its goofiness, you know? Just continues the same vibe as the rest of the album, and it's actually different from a lot of those other more low-key, kind of just vibey tracks. Probably one of the better ones, in my opinion, even if it does go on a little too long. On to the next song, Slow Country. Oh yeah, it's the one with the wind in the back of the entire song. Yeah, I still, you know, still like this part. Can't stand the loneliness. Can't stand the loneliness. Can't stand your loneliness. Can't stand your loneliness. God, that little part by itself just makes this song so much better. Like, honestly, they could just cut out the can't stand the loneliness part, and I feel like they could have just done that for the entirety of the song. I still would have loved it.
Should not lie.
Judy swearing? Oh no! Okay, thanks, Judy. Just in the microphone. Again, Nice vibes. I like the song. I'm not even gonna put on my glasses. It's a good song. It's got a nice vibe. It goes well with the album. But well, lyrically, meaningly, sonically, or whatever wordly, it's just, you know, it's kind of like, I'm starting to wish there was more substance to a lot of these songs. I'm getting tired of just, you know, being like, ah, man, I really liked the vibe to that track. Man, those goofy words he said that time were a little extra funny than usual. Man, the beat to this one was a little extra crispy nice. You know, I wish there was a little more substance. All right, finally with the closing track, M1A1. God. Some people might find it annoying, but I'm gonna be honest. I love the intro to this song. It's so good. It builds up the momentum. It hypes the song up so good. Every time I turn this on, all my friends make fun of me because they're like, what are you listening to? Hello! Hello! Dude, I love it. I don't care what anyone says. This song fucks. How does wake it up, it's gonna be out translate to wake it up 2:47? That's what the lyrics say on Spotify. I do not hear that. Oh my god. This song doesn't need to fuck so hard, but it does! What a closer, man. What a closer. If I'm correct, they either open all or most of their shows with this song, and dude, honestly, this should have been the opener to the album. It's just such a great, like, just, oh my god. This album ends on such a high note, even though it is kind of just oh my god, I keep moving the camera. The continuity of my camera angles isn't gonna translate well into editing, but who gives a shit, you know? Why am I crooked now? You know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. It's whatever. It's a funny quirk of this video. Again, it's kind of more of just the vibes of what I've been saying, but dude, this one's on a whole nother level. Like, I don't care if this song means nothing. It's just so amazing. It's, dude, I want to go see Gorillaz live just to hear this song. That was Gorillaz' self-titled album, Gorillaz. For a first album, this shit was bold as fuck. Like I said, none of the other Gorillaz albums feel like this Gorillaz album. None of them do. A lot of them have their own distinct sound, but none of them can top the vibes of this album. Like, this album is so good with the vibes. Substance, a little lacking, gotta say. A little lacking in the substance department. Some of these lyrics, I mean, I don't know. You tell me what they mean, because I don't know. I'm not gonna look it up. It's really funny. Like, growing up and, like, listening more and more to Gorillaz as I've aged, this album has only grown on me. Every time I return to it, I find more stuff I like about it, which is really cool. It's really cool to see. Again, like I said, I wish Gorillaz kind of went back to this type of music than what they're putting out now, which of course we'll talk about later when we get to those videos. This is just such a joy to listen to. If I had to give this an honest rating, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's probably not as high as you might have thought that I was probably going to give it, just because, like I said, the only complaint I really have of this album is substance. A lot of these tracks just kind of feel like they were made just to extend the length of this album and just to add to the vibe. Like, you could have made an EP with all of their big hit singles from this album and it probably would have sold the exact same amount than it did with the entirety of this album. But let me know how you feel about how I feel about this album in the comments below. If there's any other artists you'd like to see me react to, also leave another comment in the comment section below. And if you want, you can go down in the link description below to find a link to a playlist, more Gorillaz videos. If you want to see a more consistent upload schedule, go follow my main channel at TwoTuned. I upload a lot of gaming content and other random wacky video content that I just feel like making sometimes. And yeah, as always, hope you have a good day and a good night, and hope to see you in the next one. See ya.